All right.
It's on Team of Destiny. Tonight, you guys, Nico goes down with, what looks like a serious knee injury, comes back, leads a drive. Anthony Frias run where he just will not be denied. I mean, it was kind of symbolic of the team's fight and just desire to win this game, right?
Yeah. Tough games, you're going to need everybody. And like we preach all the time, you never know when your moment's going to happen. So you just keep working hard, you keep executing, keep sawing wood, and when your opportunity comes, take full advantage of that. So it was a whole team effort. You can name a lot of people that contributed to this thing. We talk strain, we talk grinding. Every single play matters. We preach that, but literally tonight, every single play mattered. Even the squib on the kickoff. They start laterally, you're like, oh, your heart starts dropping. Somebody has to make a play. We make a big hit, and then we're out of there. We thought we were done, and they said, there's 2 seconds left. We got to go back and still execute. So it took everybody. Frias is a hard-working dude. He's buried on the depth chart at the beginning of the year. He just kept working, never complained. He got his opportunity tonight, and he took full advantage of that. Nico's the ultimate competitor. I mean, he was down on that ground. He was down. I mean, he was feeling really bad. And then he got up, kind of walked it off. Then they said, hey, you're okay? He's like, I'm going. So he went out there and led a phenomenal drive. He stuck in that pocket, delivered the ball, got us down there, big run, and then we executed the field goal. So that was awesome to just see guys just keep fighting and straining. Nobody pointed fingers. That's the main thing. It got tight. It was really tight down there on the sideline. Nobody was pointing fingers. We're just like, hey, we're a play away. We're a play away. We're almost there. We're almost there. And it came true, and we figured out a way to finish it off.
And the defense, with the exception of maybe that one drive, was, great start to finish.
Definitely. And, we definitely would want to have that drive back. There's some plays we wish we could get back. But I'm telling you, we threw a lot at those guys this week. We wanted to stop the run, obviously. And then when we got in the longer yardage stuff, we had all kinds of defense in. And the guys learned it in a short amount of time. And we executed it pretty well. I think we could have had a couple more turnovers out there that we left hanging. But the guys bought in, man. We kept another offense under 400 yards. I think they had 337 yards. So we played 4 quarters. Just one drive got away from us. But we can build from that, and we'll keep on working.
Coach, right here. No team has really stymied Malik Washington the way you guys did tonight. What did you see from the secondary that allowed them to get that success?
Like I was saying, and he's a great player, and I want to tip my hat to Maryland. They came out here on a long trip, and they went out there and fought. Our whole goal was to try to see if we could just try to confuse them as much as possible. In order to do that, though, our guys have to learn a lot. So we're looking at splits, we're looking at formations, and then we're getting into defense we want to get in. So it's pretty advanced. I'm happy and excited that we could do that. It was good to see that tonight, and we'll keep building from that. But without having a spring ball and a training camp with the defense and to see how much we had in for this game and then to execute it, I mean, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Coach, just to expand on that, a guy that has kind of flown under the radar, Coach Coyle, what can you say about him, how he's developed these players over the last 3 weeks, and what he did to put you guys into a position to get the win?
Yeah, like I said, man, he taught me defense. 1997 is when I met him. I'm a freshman playing football, and he taught me how you play defense. So that friendship has just kept on building and building. It was awesome for me to actually work with him and learn even more. Like, I'm still learning from him. It has not stopped at all. He's the godfather of defense. He thinks up all these schemes. He just watches film. He hammers film. I mean, he watches all day and night. And then we come up with these plans, and we execute them. And the thing, man, we're only in this thing for a month. It's just a month, and we have so much in. And the guys, to just get that, I mean, that's a compliment to Coach Coyle and the defensive staff, teaching the guys and getting them to execute it. So very pleased with the defense. I'm pleased with everybody for us fighting through it, but the defense kept us in it, and we got it done.
Coach, over here. When Nico exited that game, and he left and everyone was thinking, oh my gosh, he's probably done for the night, and then he just came back out of nowhere. I'm just curious, what was your reaction? Were you as shocked as maybe some of us were?
Deep breath. I just took a deep breath. I've been around football enough to know sometimes when it looks the worst, it's not. And sometimes when it doesn't, it is. So you just kind of take a deep breath, let the medical staff do their jobs, and we figure out where we are. I know with Nico, when I saw him start to walk off and his face started to come back normal, I was like, man, we have a shot here. We have a shot. And then they cleared him, and I was like, all right, let's go. I was hoping we didn't have to get to this where he needed that drive, but he ended up needing it, and he executed it. So ultimate competitors compete. He didn't want to come out. He went in there, and he did his thing.
Hey, Coach, right here, Rashawn Haylock, KTLA 5. You mentioned it got tight on the sideline there. What has allowed your team to be able to thrive in a situation like that, considering just the short amount of time in which they've been under your regime?
Nice suit and tie, by the way.
Thank you.
But I think it's all about belief. Belief. The guys believe. They believe. There's nothing that happens throughout the game that's going to take our confidence away. And you don't really know that until you get in a tight game like that. I found out today that these guys believe. You know, I kind of knew that, you know. But when you get in a tight game like this and it's seesaw and everything's not going your way and all these things, and you find a way to pull it out and nobody pointed fingers and everybody stayed confident and positive, that tells you something. So I think belief is the key word. The guys believed all the way to the end, and I'm glad we got it done.
Hi, Coach. Charlie Gonzalez, KPFK. Last week, you taped papers on the back of their seats that said, "Are you a one-hit wonder?" to motivate them on their way to Michigan State. What did you do to motivate them this week?
We just talked about things we needed to do to win. Our whole motivation this week was the standard's the standard, and that's playing winning football, executing and doing what we needed to do. Disciplined football also, like that goes hand in hand. So we've kind of identified our style of play, and now we need to match it every single Saturday. That's where we're at right now. So that will continue every single week. Preach from day one, always be on the rise. So that's our standard, and next week's going to need to be better than it was today.
Coach, over here, Steve Finley, Culver City Papers. Coach, you have a history, your family history of coaching. How important is that when it comes to games like this?
Definitely. That's a great question. Dad coached forever and retired now, and my brother coaching with the Buffalo Bills. My parents, my brothers, everybody, all that blood is flowing through me. That family bond. I think about all the times we were just sitting at dinner and just talking ball. Situations, this happened, you know, all that stuff goes through your mind. My dad's a big clock management guy, so and the clock management sheet that I have, which is in my pocket right now, is his. And that's what I use. So as soon as the game got under 5 minutes, I just held that sheet of paper the whole time. And it just brings me back to all those memories and tough times, you know, but learning from tough times and never panicking and just work the game. I could just hear my dad saying, just work the game. And it worked, man. It worked. We kept playing, and the final result was in our favor.
And Skip over here on your right. For Nico to, do that against a defense that, leads the nation in interceptions, to start the way he did and to come back over those last two drives and make the adjustments. What did you see out of him in those last two? Yeah,
I'm not going to put it all on Nico. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened. Maryland did a great job of giving us some different looks. They mixed up stuff, too. They did a really good job of that. And then our ground game, was hit or miss, So it was tough sledding out there. But for the whole entire offense, they had to stick together. It's all one unit. It's 11 guys with one heartbeat. And to just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. And Nico being the leader, and your leader's down, and maybe he's out, and then he comes back. Like, all that stuff matters. All that matters. And like I said earlier, the belief. Even after everything that's happened, we get out there for the last drive. They just scored on us. The belief was still there. Everybody was still, the emotions were high. Everybody was like, we're going to be all right. And just to see the guys battle, it just was awesome. All three phases had moments that were good. All three phases. We won this as a team today, and it's a great feeling.
You may or may not have heard Big Noon next week against Indiana. To go from where you were to the Big Noon game against the number 3 team in the country. How special is that? How big of an opportunity is this?
I did not know that till right now. To be honest with you, what's hitting me is a month ago talking to all you guys, and if you told me we'd be in a Big Noon game, I'd be like, all right, you're just trying to mess with me. So that is awesome. It means we're doing something right. Full room in here means we're doing something right. We're going to have a lot of work to do. That's what's hitting me right now. And we'll get ready to go. We'll leave on Thursday, and we'll go play on Saturday. The time is whatever time it is where we're at, and we're going to go play. There's no excuses. We're not going to blame no trip or any of that stuff. We're going to go have a good week of practice, and we're going to go battle it out there. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right.
Mateen, to win it like that, was that your first? I can't remember if you had a game winner before. What was that?
I won at Hawaii last season.
Right, my bad.
Nah, you're
But
good.
was this, how special was that? I mean, Nico comes back from, looks like a scary situation with his knee, and Anthony Frias is running and will not be denied. And I'm sure you wanted to win it for your teammates just as much as yourself. How special was it to put the capper on a win like this?
Yeah, it was a very special moment. I'm super appreciative of our offense, Nico and Frias, really putting their heart out on the line and getting me down there. And Salem and Cash just making it easy for me. A little tap-in kick.
And for Mikey, just Nico's heart and grit to shake off that knee injury to come back. The last 2 drives, he was fantastic on a day where maybe he didn't have his best stuff before that. What does it say about him to come through the way he did for you guys?
It just shows how much of a leader he is. He definitely wanted to be in that last drive to make sure he ended it out and won us the game, but he came back and pushed through. So that just shows he has that dog in him no matter what.
Mateen, just to have that kick earlier in the game where 55, 56-yard field goal attempt that went just a little bit left. You had the distance, though.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do to reset after that, and then especially when you have such a big kick later on?
100%. I always try to remind myself just flush those moments, flush those kicks. It's very hard sometimes, but I knew I had more in the game. Coach Mack and Coach Golliver, both my special teams coaches, told me, keep your head in it, you're going to have another one. And I really just believed and kept my head down.
Over here, Rashawn Haylock, KTLA 5. For both of you, it's been just a month since Coach Skipper has taken over. Game like this tonight, a lot of adversity, very tight game. What has allowed you all to come together as a group to be able to pull out a game like this?
I think the main thing that Coach Skip emphasized this week is the standard is the standard. Each week we're trying to reset our standard and just play the best ball we can on all 3 phases of the ball, offense, defense, special teams. So I think the efforts of Coach Skip and Nico trying to bring the team together, I think it's working, and we're going to keep it rolling.
And we all have the same why, So we all dealt with adversity beginning of the season. Didn't want to start the season how we started. And then once we started getting the ball rolling, we feel the momentum. So he's going to keep using that every game and every week. So that's what it is.
You guys have won in different ways, pulled it out tonight when things could have gone the other way. The saying "team of destiny." Does it feel maybe a little bit like you guys are in the middle of something like that right now, the way things are going?
We're just going to take one game at a time. Got Indiana next week on the road, so that's going to be a hard game, but definitely got to take care of them and see how that goes.
You guys do have the noon national spotlight game on Fox. How exciting is that? How big of an opportunity is that?
Just ready enough to just go wake up and play ball. That's all that matters.
Guys, right here. Coaches mentioned the strain, the working extra hard in the moments where it counts. For both of you, what is one moment in tonight's game where you really did have to strain?
The whole game. You feel me? The whole game.
Yeah, for me, I'd say it's that second kick after I missed that first one. Just really focused on the details and just trying to be as intentional as I can.
And Mikey, the first 2 wins of this streak, right? Explosive offense. Today you guys have to grind one out. What was it like just, in those second and third quarters when, you're both punting it back and forth and you guys are, waiting for that one moment to get the offense back on track?
We just kept we just got to keep staying positive, We definitely have, everyone has games like those where the offense is not clicking, but the defense is holding. So we're on the sideline saying the defense is bailing us out, so we got to get something going quick. And we're not even getting a field goal range from a team. So it just was hard because I think we were pinned in the 10-yard line 2-3 times. So backed up offense is tough, but it's something we got to work on. So,
Mikey, what did you see on your touchdown?
Oh, I just seen man coverage, and I knew I was going to score. So I was happy to see that. I knew Nico and I was going to connect. We had a similar look in practice, so we also connected. So I think we both knew that I was going to score on that touchdown.
Thank you.
One more for you guys. There was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video that was played this week. What was the kind of the biggest takeaway from that as players, and I guess what do you think the messaging was supposed to be from the coaches?
I think the biggest thing is just every week we're trying to apply pressure, and whatever it is, whoever we're against, it doesn't matter. It's about us and what we can do on that field. So I think that's the main message of these little videos they've been putting together.
Facts. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
Over here, guys. Anthony, we talked to you about that sign you had outside the Rose Bowl nearly a decade ago. To have just two amazing runs that you did tonight, the touchdown and then the one where you just would not be denied. In some ways, that might have been more impressive. What does it feel like, to have a dream come true after, kind of wanting to be here and play at this level?
Yeah. Man, it means the world to me. Like, God is good. I'm just so grateful for God and Him blessing me and letting me live out that dream. Like, when I came here with my dad to watch that Rose Bowl game, that was just something that we did, and it's just amazing to see it come through fruition. And I'm just blessed, and I'm just so happy that all the work that's been going on, it's finally coming, and I was able to get an opportunity and make the most out of it, and just thankful for my coaches for letting me do that tonight.
And then one follow-up, if you could kind of take us through both runs. Like on the touchdown, you had a couple of quick cuts, and then we're breaking away, slipped a tackle inside the 10, and then on the 35-yarder, just would not be denied no matter what, right?
Yeah, man, it's just a mentality, and being able to have an opportunity today, I was just trying to make the most out of it, and just when I was going through the runs, just making sure I run hard and just keep my legs going and have a high knee drive, and it was just a moment that I was able to capitalize on, and I'm just thankful that I actually got an opportunity to do that here, and I'm grateful to UCLA for seeing that and letting the hard work speak for itself and actually letting me step on that field tonight.
Rodrick, seemed like both yourself, Cole Martin, seemed like you guys were everywhere tonight. What was what were you guys able to do against their quarterback? Obviously, he's a young guy, and you know going in that they throw the ball quite a bit.
Yeah, we took this game with pride. We knew it was gonna be on us. They throw the ball a lot, so that was coming in our motto this week. Like, put it on us. We're gonna do what we got to do. But the guys play really good. I'm happy for Scooter and the rest of the guys. It was an exciting game. I can't wait to watch it back.
One question for each of you. First, Rodrick, on the 4th and 2, Andre Jordan made that one-handed pass breakup. What did you see on that play?
First thing I heard the crowd go crazy. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, I'm grabbing my man, I'm like, oh. And then I see the clip, and Andre Jordan's a great player. A spectacular play. 2 weeks in a row, he's playing at a high level, and he's forcing me to play really, really well. Just being competitive. He's making plays. I got to make plays, so we pride ourselves on that.
And then for Anthony, I mean, a few weeks ago we talked to you. You had to have a carry in a game. Now you're here. What does that feel like?
Man, it feels amazing. Like, I'm just so, again, I'm grateful. Like, that's the main thing. I'm just grateful, and it just feels good to finally be balling again and playing ball and showing what I could do. And I'm like, again, I just say that word again. I'm just grateful for whether the staff, and grateful for the opportunity, grateful for the moment and tonight. And I'm just really trying to soak it in and just, be with my family. And then tomorrow comes around and just get ready for next week. But yeah, thank you.
Right here, Rodrick. You guys have faced off against three pretty solid quarterbacks during your win streak so far in Aller, Childs, and Washington. The secondary has held up their own against quality competition. What can you attest that success to on the back end?
We just, my bad. It's a week in and week out thing. Obviously, having great coaches. They put us in great position to make plays, and then obviously with Coach Meade and Coach Coyle, they put us in position to make plays. So I granted to them, and then that's being competitive out there. So it's been great for us, and we're putting together some great weeks, and hopefully we can keep stacking.
For both of y'all, on Wednesday, Coach Skip sent out a message to all UCLA students, kind of calling the flock to the Rose Bowl, to the homecoming game today. For you all, as both players and as fellow students, what was kind of that impact from the turnout and the energy from the home crowd playing tonight?
It's obviously shout out to the fans that came out. We hope to see them out in 2 weeks when they come out for the Nebraska game, and it's been electric. There's been more and more traction. I'm excited about them. They've been helping us out a lot out there, being able to see them and them go wild when we make plays. So it's been exciting.
Yeah, like definitely. Even you could tell, even that fourth quarter, like the fans were just all ecstatic and into the game and being loud for us. And I know that contributed a lot, and we're just grateful. And then also with the score, the student section was jumping. Like it was crazy to see them go crazy and to see all the students there and the fans there. That's something that we also feed off of. And we're just very grateful that it was a good turnout, and then we're just able to capitalize for them and get a win for the fans too. Yeah.
You guys may or may not have heard, but next week against number 3 Indiana, big noon, Fox, to go from like 0-4 to the national spotlight on you guys, and just kind of the darlings of college football right now. What does that feel like, and how big of an opportunity is this going to be coming up this week?
I'll say, like I've said before, just remaining neutral. That's the biggest thing. When we were 0-4, we still had the same mentality that we had tonight, and we're just going to have that same mentality next week. And I think that's like what's giving us our success, that we're not getting too high and we're not letting this get into our heads. But also, when we were 0-4, we didn't let that bury us. And I think that we just do a great job of that, and Skip's doing a great job at coaching us and bringing energy, and we're forever grateful for our program and our players too. I'm grateful for my teammates. Man, he got great energy. The defense got great energy, and that's what helps us at practice. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do next week, and that should just help us out for sure.
I think it's just approaching how we've been approaching it, just taking it day by day, week by week, and it's just, the standard's the standard, they say.
Sure.
So we've been trying to abide by that, and it's been going well. So just look at it as another game and go in there and have fun and play football.
Over here, Rashawn Haylock, KTLA. Rodrick, it's been like a month since Coach Skip has taken over. To win a game like this, in just a short period of time playing under him, with the adversity that you all had to deal with tonight and how it got tight there at the end, how was this team able to rally together to do that? And then for both of you, what were your takeaways from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video you saw this week?
So talking about the team, I think we're really close as a group. It's a player-ran team, and it's been exciting. Coach Skip has been leading us in the right way, and we all take pride in it. That was probably the biggest thing. We want to get out there and get better every day, and that was the big thing about it. And then for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video, I didn't know what was going on, but it just looked like we was winning, so that was the only thing for me.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle thing, I mean, that's just a test to the energy that we have and the culture that we have on our team, and I think that we're doing a good job, and we just got to keep taking it day by day, like he said. And I think that most of what we're doing, is trending, but we just, again, can't let it get to our heads, and just keep having the energy no matter what, no matter how the days go, and just bringing that, and that's going to attest to how we look the rest of the season. Thank you.
Thank you.